I don't know what the temperature is where you're at. If you're like in Arizona or something, I'm sure it's going to get around 100 and above the 110 and the 111 degrees, probably 117, no matter where you're at. It's getting very stifling. It literally feels like standing in front of a grill. My daughter's grilling on the other porch, but it's stifling. It's like Rosie doesn't even want to come outside. She's been in the house. When she did come in a while ago, I don't know how long she was outside, but she was panting. So she's not coming back out. It's not even a good air quality for the pets. Michelle Stone. I haven't heard that song in a long time. I've always liked Kool and the Gang, but it's hard for me to remember any of the songs that I was allowed to listen to, that I did sneak and listen to. Yeah, it has a good beat. I like songs that have a beat. I can't just dance to just any old songs. Could you all put on here what the temperature is where you're at? Because I know it's like heating up. And I wouldn't want brownouts. I wouldn't want down communications. Today is the 26th. It's the 9th of something. It's the 9th of Av is what it is. Hello. Oh, in Michigan right now. It's storming in Michigan. Oh yeah, some people were supposed to get thunderstorms and stuff. That's way above us. You are free paying run and you feck all. What does that mean? I don't know what you mean. Fee pay and run and you feck all. I don't like that comment. Gone. I don't know what that individual meant. It didn't even make sense to me, but yeah, that's all I got to say. You had thunderstorms where you're at too. It feels really sticky here. So if you don't got air conditioning, it's going to feel even stickier. You might have to rinse yourself off with the water hose or something. And look, I don't think this temperature reading, the thermometer, the humidity, I don't know if this feels right because it just feels so sticky. Out. Let me see. I've been down in the basement rearranging, trying to clean up the basement. Hello, you all. So much. It's 104 in New Mexico. It's going to go down in the 98s. They're killing us, Gina. Well, it's like killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, killing my whole world with his killing me softly. I used to like that song too. Had a good beat. Hello, Pug Pluggy Uglobes. Yes. I hope you all have a means of cooling off, really. If the electricity goes out, I hope that you at least have some water on hand or something. You got to have water to cool off. You got to be able to like wet some towels or wash rags, or at least wet your head. If you can wet your head to keep your body cool, because that's where you need to cool off your head. There's been a lot of times I've been outside and it's been so hot, I've just wet my whole entire head, and it cools your body off, you all. It doesn't matter if your hair gets messed up. It's a matter of survival when it gets really hot. You got the strong winds in Michigan. Hello there, Richard. Hello, Amanda. I know the hearings are going on right now, and they want disclosure. They do. I don't know if they're going to get it the way that they want it. I don't. Perhaps maybe they're going to be forced to bring forth disclosure. This stifling heat is a perfect day, more or less. It's the perfect atmosphere to talk about the UFO stuff. It is. It's not, but it kind of is, kind of, sort of, with the energy in the air and stuff. Fire all the politicians. That's right. Oh, Richard, honey, you're so welcome. It's hailing in Michigan. Dragonfly. Look, we got some we still got tree branches in the yard. We might get some wind here. We got some wind going, you all. The worst wind I've ever seen. When I come outside, I got this bee that flies around me. It's a sweat bee. The worst I've ever seen the wind here. We had a trampoline for the kids when we first moved here back in probably around 2005 or 6. And the wind, it was the biggest trampoline, I think maybe a 15 foot if it was 15 foot. It picked that trampoline up in the air because we had it in the side yard, and it bent it around one of these locust trees. It was laying up there and it was bent. That's how powerful the wind had got when we had first moved here. So the wind, we do have strong winds. It's really nothing out of the ordinary, and torrential rains. So I don't really know it's that much different. You went to Harbor Freight and you got used some of those generators last month. I've got one. I've got a generator up in my tool shed. That reminds me, you know what I should do? Well, I don't like to make the noise of it. It's a gasoline one. We bought it when my mom and dad was building onto the log cabin. I used my unemployment money to get it, you all. I got laid off from my job, so I would get an unemployment check and I would look for jobs, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that unemployment money to get that generator so that when the Amish built on the house, they could plug into the generator. They could have some light when they was doing the drywalls and stuff. You got torrential rain in the UK at the minute. The heat wave is incoming in a week or two. The heat wave is coming with the torrential rains. Oh, Chaplain Marsha, honey. Blessings to you. Yeah, and prayers. Hello, Danny Lovett. I'm back on the porch. And it's a little humid out. I've been down in the basement trying to straighten that basement up that I keep messing up. That's what I do. I mess it up time and time again, you all. But that's okay, because you ain't got time to do everything, right? Yeah. You all, is it hot where you're at? Because you do want water, and you may not drink a lot of water like I don't drink enough water. I never did drink a lot of water, but I know I need to drink a lot of water. The skies here, they're not blue anymore. They look just about like this. You have a chat box. They came, what, you got a chat box? What's Elizabeth, honey? Oh, they gave you a chat box to where you could chat? Elizabeth could not even get on the chat box this morning, or the last 9 out of 10 chats, they wouldn't let her on here. And I don't know what they're doing, but I guess what I heard, and we've talked about it before, we're talking about the stifling heat, Gina, not that. Well, it is stifling heat when you can't get on the chat, the live chat. But the social credit score, like they have in China, they got it here too. You know they do. I think it's running in the backgrounds based on who you are and what you share. And if you're a certain type of person, you're going to get a social credit score. It's going to put you lower down on the YouTube things probably, and in life. Finally, it's really super hot in Delaware too. Crazy in Michigan. There's that little bee flying around me. You're freezing? Oh, you're eating frozen dewberries that you picked. I haven't heard of dewberries before. I guess I could go out here and tie up the blackberries too. You all, the work is never ending here. It is. I literally, the blackberry vines are just hanging all over the place. I literally have to just prioritize what I'm going to do, because there's just too much to do. Look, see all these grapes. Oh my gosh, look how big these grapes are. These are the biggest ones yet. That's a whole cluster of grapes. Those are good, you all. They sound good. Dewberries. Oh, are they mulberries? That's what you just done thinking. The work is never done, Rainbow Turtle. There's not enough time in the day, and you need to have some clones. I was talking to this guy, a friend of mine that I had met back in 2018, 2019, who is a super soldier. You heard of super soldiers? His name is Daryl. And they take part of his spirit in his dream state. And he has literally been to other worlds that look like Earth. He's fought other types of beings. He says that, remember when he's talking about clones, how they have the ability to make duplicates, genetic duplicates of ourselves? He said that when they take part of his spirit goes into one of these duplicate-like drones, which is like a super soldier. And there are people who are like that. It was very interesting what he had to say. He has a lot of information. He's very, very interesting. And all that he was telling me was making a lot of sense. Something about the craters in the earth and how the oil got down inside the earth through the craters and stuff. And then I don't know, y'all, there's just a lot of stuff. Oh, that's my husband. Guess where he's going? He's going to go cut his dad's grass because his dad was in the hospital. And he's not able, his dad can't really remember to cut the grass anymore. So, guess he's going to go cut the grass for them. And it's okay, you got to do what you got to do. Take care of your aging parents while you can. And they enjoy him coming over. And Gina, do you mind? No, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Yeah. Good evening. It's 112 and it's going to be 116. You was watching the clone videos yesterday. It's creepy. Do you all believe in the super soldiers? And do you think that there is such thing as like the multiverse and other types of beings and things? I know you probably do. I've never talked about super soldiers. I haven't. But there are people who are super soldiers. It may sound so far-fetched, you all, but it's not that far-fetched. It's not. I won't be on here long because, you know, how many videos is it today? This is my 1, 2, I don't know how many videos I did today. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 5th video. That's why I don't get you all. That's why YouTube doesn't like to send out the notifications. I post too many videos. It doesn't matter, you all. I tried to not post any but 1 video a day, and it still didn't make any difference at all. It's the subject matter, and it's the algorithm. Yuval Harari said that you have to please the algorithm in the future, and that's what he said a few years back. That's who you're going to have to please, is the algorithm, because the algorithm is going to be the one who is in absolute control. Nina Dunman, you love the dance. Well, I like to dance. I really do like to dance. Speak the word of the holy word of the Creator of you must, everyone, please speak the word of the holy word of our Creator. You must, yes. A bug was biting me, you all. So we've got it. It was your, yeah, that's great. Yeah. We must mean it. I will go. Yes. You all, Earth is in trouble. We're in trouble. Humanity's in trouble. We are. There's no denying it. It's not, there's no denying it at all. There's something going on. The Earth is under attack. It is. The environment, everything. And it's stifling hot. Stifling hot. If you've been outside, you know it's hot. You've got to be able to stay cool. You've got to keep yourself cool in this heat. And if you got pets, don't let them go outside. Especially, I would say, since Rosie came in the house panting and she wasn't outside very long, that it would be a bad quality day for humans to go outside. If you got health problems or something, that's what I would say. If it's too hot for the animals, if it's doing something to them, then it's really too hot for you to be out there also. It's the middle of the summer. It's super hot in Ontario, Canada. What's the temperature there? Well, the temperature was like, it's 85, but if you go out in the heat, it feels, it's just like a stagnant heat is what it's like. The humidity doesn't seem that high, but it's almost as high as the temperature. So if the humidity is 70 and the temperature is 85, it's almost on par with the temperature. I don't know if that's how you do it. I really am not sure of it. But it's very, very, it's been hotter. It has. I want to drink some water, is what you want to do. My husband says you got all those water containers and you're drinking out of a styrofoam. We got the UAPs that are attacking. What? The nation's community post today regarding all the attacking UAPs in our sky. Unmanned aerial phenomenons. Is this from the things? Canada fires. The Canada fires are still going on. The humanity is high. It will get worse in the next few days, you all. It will. You gotta be aware of what's happening. You gotta get prepared. You gotta get right in your spirit. You do. You may find yourself in the coming days and months praying more than you've ever prayed. You may. And meditating, doing what you can to keep the peace and keep the strength within you. And not just for yourself, but for everyone. Really, the days will come when it's going to be what's on the inside. When I said that, my screen got a little bit darker. The days are going to come when it's what's on the inside of you that's going to carry you through. It's love. It's the love of God right there on the inside. It's going to see you through thick and thin. Because without it, you're not going to have no hope. You're not. I mean, you have each other, but it makes a difference what's on the inside of you, that frequency. It makes the world a difference. Because there's some people, they look around and all they see is there is nothing. All they see is negativeness, terribleness, bad things. And you got to be careful with your words because your words have the power of life and death. Your words can heal and your words can kill. Your thoughts can make you feel better or your thoughts can make you feel really bad. Your thoughts can send you into a downward spiral. So can your words, so can the words of others, whether you try to tune them out or not. When you're around negative people, that energy, if you're around there too much, it's going to attach itself to you. That's why you got to be careful. You got to have on that full armor of God the whole time. You got to have love right there on the inside of you, you all, to block it, to sustain you. It's like it creates a buffer. The love literally, the frequency of love literally creates a buffer. It's like that. It's like an invisible buffer. You could like envision it as your aura. It's right all around you. You don't want to. No, I don't even stop to think of what the aura of a negative person looks like. But I know I've been told the people who can see auras in the individuals, it was black aura all around them. Every time they went around certain individuals, they had that gift. And it really bothered them. And they didn't want to use it anymore. They did their best to block from seeing it because it was too much for their spirit to handle black auras around people. If you've got that gift, has anybody got the gift in here of seeing auras around people? Because you can. It's like the frequency that's being emitted from you. I sat and watched. I was meditating at work one time, and this guy said, "Gina, can you see my aura?" So I was sitting there, and I kept focusing and focusing and focusing, and he was calm and stuff. I said, "Yeah, I could see like a purple like aura forming around you. I could, you all. You all wish you can feel it in them. You can have it watch comes off your tongue, and keep your eyes focused on Jesus, you all." Danny, love it. That's why you're a loner. The black aura and your psychic friend said the black aura is sicky gray. You mean the alien grays, Elizabeth? The alien grays have that black aura around them? Is that what you mean, the sicky grays? Or do you mean a sicky gray color? Rhonda, you see way too much now. Be careful of what you ask for, because if your intent, if you really mean it when you're asking from your heart that you would really want to be able to see more into the spiritual realm, be very careful, because you'll get to see into it and you'll get all that comes with it. All that comes with it. And you better hope that you're prepared for it, because it's a big responsibility. It is. Every day, good ever. Stare at the nose and relax the eyes, and sometimes it works. Yeah. You ask for love and healing. Oh, that's wonderful, Rainbow Turtle. If we all could wish for love, if I had one wish, I'd hope the whole earth covered with love, permeating every single thing on the face of the earth. Then maybe the earth would be a better place. I am going to go. I'm going to get back down there in that basement because I've got to straighten it up. I took a break to come up here, and I felt the stifling heat. But at least there's a breeze blowing on this side, you all. Do what you can to... Well, some people got thunderstorms, extreme thunderstorms, like in Michigan and stuff. You got really bad weather. Hail, and Delaware too, and New Mexico and Texas. You got the heat, and it's going to be cooling off. There's the bee buzzing by my ear. You all do what you can on the inside. Be strong right here. This is where it's at, right there. Right there. Keep your frequency up, and take time out for yourself. Do it so you can gather your thoughts together. You want to be able to think straight when things get rough. They're going to get rough. They're not going to get any better. I mean, they can in some instances, but the big overall picture, it looks like it's like it's going downhill like that. Going to enter a low period for humanity, like a dark ages or something. But you can survive it. You got to just keep your spirit lifted right there. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, you all. Love you.